Hello everybody. I just wanted to show you a guitar I recently made. My original idea was to make a 3-string guitar out of pieces I had on hand. The first snag I ran into is I needed some tuning keys, so I did order those. It took them 6 weeks to come from China, but that gave me plenty of time to think about what I was doing. So, as I said, I was going to make a 3-string guitar. The next problem I ran into, on hand all I had were thin scraps of wood. So I ended up compromising and made a 2-string guitar. For the body, my wife had this Potpourri box, is kind of a girly name. It was filled with scented flowers. Anyway, I threw those out. I thought, well, that'll make a nice looking banjo body. So I proceeded to cut my neck to the length I wanted. I actually used fishing line, nylon fishing line, prior to putting the strings on so I could try and get everything lined up at the right heights. So eventually when my tuning keys came, I realized to make it clear the neck, I had to cut it off. So I ended up shortening the neck. A normal guitar neck for this type would be 23 to 25 inches. By the time I finished, it's actually about 21 inches. But it created, I think, a nice aesthetic look for the neck. For the nut, I used some flathead screws, which is kind of cool because you could lower them to lower the strings or raise them if you wanted to raise the strings. Then I also decided to put a fretboard, which I glued on. It took me quite a while to plane it and sand it because I don't have a lot of tools. And I ended up using some nylon classical strings, that's what I had on hand. Eventually I think I might change them for acoustic metal strings. Anyway, to mount them, they had those little nuts on the end, so I used something, I don't even know what they are. I call them silver bullets. They're little hollow things that I had in my sort of disorganized tool case. And then I ended up hand carving, this is totally hand carved, a bridge, and it worked out pretty good. I guess the last thing I did was I took a hole punch and punched out some little sticky labels and used like harmonic intonation to work out where some of the fret positions are, which actually helps me play it pretty good. So anyway, I'll quit talking about it, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, well that's my 2-string guitar. I hope you like it. I do too, but I think I still prefer 3-string. It's about 3 strings at least 30% better. Okay.